And we're live. All right. Good morning, everybody. I am excited for today's stream. I think it's going to be good today. I think we're going to see some big moves in the stock market. So, we had a couple of big things happen after market close yesterday. We had Tesla and Meta report earnings. Both beat expectations. I think Tesla was declining year over year, but both beat expectations and both moved in the pre-market pretty significantly. Meta and Tesla both jumped right off the bat. Significantly, Meta up to, I believe it was like 740 and Tesla up to about 450. Since then, Tesla has regressed quite a bit. They've come down. The price is sitting at 437 right now, though, which is still an improvement over yesterday. It closed at 431. And then Meta maintained that since then. For the most part, is sitting at 735. It closed at 668 yesterday. So really, really big, nice move. So congratulations to the Meta bulls, the long-term Meta holders that have been on that for a while. Obviously paid off yesterday. We have both those tickers on the watch list today. They're going to be fun to trade. I love post-earnings trading. That's a lot more fun than pre-earnings trading when you have just elevated contract prices and things like that. It's much more fun to get to trade it after earnings. So hopefully we get to jump into a little bit of that today. Anyway, news for today. We have quite a bit, as we talked about on the stream yesterday. We did have, as of an hour, just under an hour ago, 53 minutes ago, jobless claims, trade deficit, and productivity came out. Didn't really do anything in the market. We saw a little jump, but there really wasn't an increase in volume. We got an increase in volume at the 9 a.m. Eastern hour, and we saw a little decline in the market since then. We do have news at 10 a.m., although I don't expect it to be huge news. The biggest news today was pre-market. We do have wholesale inventories and factory orders at 10 a.m. We've got bigger news tomorrow, PPI. I don't know if we'll see the moves on ES, SPX today, but I'm pretty confident we'll see the moves on the other tickers today and be able to get ourselves into something good and hopefully make a good trade today. It's been a really quiet week. We had a long stream yesterday for FOMC, and we unfortunately didn't even get a chance to take a trade. It just wasn't the right setup. Didn't break any of the key levels. Was very, very choppy, very wicky. I mean, 100% reviewing it again last night. We did the right thing by not entering a trade there, but it's just the way it is sometimes. Okay, on the watch list for today, I'm gonna start with ES. Let me back out on this chart for just a second. So ES pre-market yesterday, 70.43 was the high. This range that was created by FOMC was broken out of in the post-market. And we've got the low sitting at 69.76. That's for a wick down from 69.85 down to 69.76. So the bottom really at 85 and then the wick down. And then to the upside, we capped out in the pre-market at basically right at the 70.30 level. It hit 70.31 right at open yesterday. So that 70.30 level seems to be a very key level. If you look at Bookmap here, there's been a thick red line all morning on that 70.30 level. So that will be our entry level to the upside. There is nothing before that to the upside that I will take on ES. To the downside, as of right now, we are going to have a 7-point gap up. So to fill that will be to the downside. It's very small, it's very tight, we probably won't get it. It might fill in the first 5 minutes, so not really banking on taking a gap fill today. We do still have the gap fill play though at 69.60 on SPX to the downside. That'll take it to 69.50. My entry point though to the downside on ES is roughly going to be somewhere below that 7,000 level, 69.97. Remember, we did stop out at 69.91 yesterday during FOMC and then went down to 85 in the pre-market. So those will be the key levels to the downside. Sorry, I might sneeze real quick. No, I take that back. All right, excuse me. Anyway, our entry point to the downside, as I mentioned, will be around that 69.97, somewhere below 7,000. I will be watching where that will coincide with SPX crossing 69.60 into this gap fill to see if we can't kind of combine two setups in one and make for a better play there. As far as the VIX goes, the VIX is spiking right now as the market is dropping a little bit. That is essentially causing a spike here near the high of week, which is 17.4. So we'll see if the VIX can get over the high of week and continue going for a drop down in the market. For the sake of ES and SPX, the downside play looks far better today than the upside play. There's no doubt about that in my mind. All right, moving forward to the individual tickers as promised. We're watching both Tesla and Meta today. If I zoom out on the Tesla chart, Tesla made a move down right at close, right at the start of earnings to 425, and then ranged up, an hour or so, 2 hours later for that at 450. It had significant wicks down to this 431.50 level, and so I will look to take it below 431.50 on Tesla. I will say it looks good below 435, but I'm going to be a little more cautious with it because I think we're going to get a big move on Tesla today regardless. So 431.50 here at the bottom of these wicks is going to be my entry point to follow that down to 425 and maybe even hold a few runners past that if we get it. To the upside, I like it above this 445 level that it capped out in the pre-market to make a run up to 450, and then I like it again above 450 if it runs. So if that's the case and we get the upside move, I will likely take a half position size at the 445 level and then enter my full position at the 450 level. For Meta, I'm going to zoom out on that so you get the picture there. And we've got 1 minute till market open. For Meta, it made a move up to 743 with earnings. The immediate move down was to 640. If I'm going to watch it below, I'm going to watch it below the 710 level that it hovered below after earnings kind of settled in. And if I'm going to watch it above, I'm going to watch it above the high yesterday that it made in earnings, 743.99. It actually almost just wicked almost exactly to that location now. So that one could happen quick. As always, I won't take trades in the first 5 minutes of market open. I will wait for it to settle in, and then we'll kind of take a look at it from there. Last one, just to cover here, NVIDIA looks good above this 193.11 level. That's its high that it made after post-market yesterday. And that is also the start of a wick fill that goes to 200. That is from a few weeks ago. That is from, let's find that wick fill. It's from a little while ago. That wick fill is from January 3rd. So 193, that wick goes up to 200. So we'll be watching NVIDIA there. I've been waiting for that wick fill to happen for a while. So I wonder if we can get it today. That'd be wonderful. Okay, here goes the open here. Early move is to the upward direction. There was actually no gap whatsoever formed on SPX by the time the market opened. Let's see where SPX settles in. Meta immediately wicked above that 743 level up to 744. That will now be our new entry point for Meta. Hopefully we can get there. It can hold in this range here and maybe push there after the first 5 minutes of market open. Excuse me. VIX is still pushing up slightly here, chasing that 17.4 high of week that it made on Monday. Big wick up from NVIDIA, and then seems to be moving down. The whole market seems to have made a quick move up. Little indecision, that I guess is the easiest way to say it right now, but a lot of volume coming in this morning, a lot of volume. So we have almost 10,000 on this 2-minute candle. We will have 10,000 on this 2-minute candle on NASDAQ, and almost 20,000, probably over 20,000 on this 2-minute candle on ES. For frame of reference on that, Yesterday, we barely hit 10,000 at open, and then we didn't come close to it. We're going to surpass that today. So this is going to be a larger candle than we started off with yesterday, so that's good. I like to see the volume in the market.
Caring is loving and loving is caring.
Yeah, ES well over 20,000 on this candle. Let's check their biggest candle yesterday. If I look at the 2 minutes and I go back to yesterday, oh, ES did have one big candle right before close, 45,000. But the opening candle yesterday was 16,000. Opening candle today, 24,000. Sorry, I misspoke. Not 16,000, 19,000. And it's 24,000 today. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dylan? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining the stream, man. Cool. Good to see new faces. First 2 minute candle close. Still just ranging here on ES and the NASDAQ. NVIDIA making a nice push up here. This is setting up nicely for this 193 entry. Could eclipse it now here in the first 5 minutes, though. Let's see what happens. If this is your first time joining the stream, please feel free to give me a follow here on Twitch. That way you can join. Streaming every morning, market open. Little FOMC special yesterday afternoon, but unfortunately couldn't take a trade. Yeah, there goes NVIDIA through that level. We're going to look to take an NVIDIA trade here in just a minute or two. You could probably take it now and be safe, but I'm going to wait. It is Thursday, so contracts are going to be a little more volatile. So I generally size down a little bit on Thursdays and Fridays. The whole market's moving down while NVIDIA is making this push. Tesla's coming down pretty quickly. I like Tesla below this level here as well. We're going to be watching Tesla to take a trade as well. We've got the retest on NVIDIA. This looks like a good entry point. Let me wait and see on this move down. See if it bounces, see where it bounces. Yeah, Tesla looks good for the move down here too, below this low of day. I'm almost more likely to take the Tesla trade the way the market's moving, unless it bounces here. Yeah, see, NVIDIA made a big rejection. Glad I didn't enter that. Okay, we're going to watch Tesla now. We're holding off on NVIDIA for right now. Alright, I'm going to watch Tesla here, see if it pushes through this low of day to take puts. The whole market's moving down. NASDAQ and ES both comfortably below VWAP now. Yeah, that was a nasty wick back on NVIDIA there. You know what's funny? I think there was a wick that came right after the initial gap fill. Wick came on January 3rd that went to like almost that exact level, 193.50. So it basically went there and rejected. Glad it happened in the first 5. Otherwise, I might have entered something. But that's why we don't enter trades in the first 5 minutes. Too volatile. Keeping my eye on Tesla here. I want to see ES and SPX move a little bit further before I consider a trade, but I am going to look at an entry around this 69.60-ish, maybe a little higher, 69.63 level on SPX. There goes the move on Tesla. Okay, I'm going to enter Tesla puts here. All right, I'm in puts on Tesla here. I'm setting the stop loss around 435 here right now. Might move it down actually just a bit. Yeah. 434-ish. Okay, Nvidia's kind of out of the picture for a minute here. So is Meta. I don't really like Meta unless it gets below 710, so it would have to move quite a bit more. Here's Tesla on the map here. Let's throw Tesla up. Tesla needs to break through this 428 level next. Yeah, I think I like it below the 69.95 level on SPX. I'm also going to be watching SPX now. Tesla's broke through that 428 level. Gonna move my stop loss right to that 434 now. Bit of a wick back here on ES and NASDAQ. It's a big move down though, so it's not super surprising to see that. Here goes Tesla for a new low of day. There it goes, new low of day on Tesla. It's moving now. I'm gonna look to take profits for the first time at this 425 level on Tesla. Before that, I'm just gonna move my stop loss down a little bit. I might actually take a little profit if it moves through, as it moves through this 426 level. These contracts are up almost 20% already. I entered half position size because I plan on entering I was gonna enter potentially a bit more, but I don't think I will because 420. I think I'm just gonna hold this all to 425 and just keep following my stop loss down. There's not too many orders at this 426 level on Tesla. Should be able to get through. ES and NASDAQ just ranging now. I don't want to zoom in that much. Here goes Tesla for the 426. It's clear of the 426 level now on Tesla. Okay, yeah. We're going to take a little profit here. Ooh, I got a bad fill on that. That sucks. Okay. I'm going to take the rest profit here at 425 and just hold one runner through. Moving stop loss down probably to the top of the candle here, 430 and change here, which is just going to be a little bit below break even at this point. Here Tesla goes. It's getting real close to that 425 level. It's going to start breaking down that wall. There it is. It broke through. I'm going to sell off a little bit more of this Tesla now and just hold a runner and pull my stop loss down. That's a pretty good trade. Consider small position sizing to start the day. Pretty clean move there too. Stop loss coming down to 428 now, 428.50. Just double checking, nothing else getting to our levels. ES and NASDAQ just ranging, so we're good to just keep watching this Tesla trade. I'm going to hold this runner for as long as I can without hitting my stop loss and just slowly move that down because with post earnings on Tesla, there's a lot of room for this to move down. Next level is 420, then 417, and then it could run from there if it breaks that even. So, we'll see. And if it bounces here, then that was a fantastic scale out. So either way, I'm going to take it and be happy with it. So, all right, let's go. That's a good way to start. A little recovery. Didn't take a trade yesterday. Wow, Nvidia rejected so hard off that level. It's going to be a huge break once it does. It might have to get through 194 for that wick to start filling, but it should run pretty quick to 200. Also want to call out here, the VIX did make a new high of week. Meta's dropping now. We're going to watch Meta below 710. We got another $7 to go on that. But when you got a $700 share price, that's not all that much. And we're going to watch SPX as well here. Is probably the closer one to entry if we get this move through low of day here. Contracts are a little expensive, so just be careful. There's the break. Let's see if we can get the 69.95 break here. I want the 69.95 break. There we go. I'm in puts on SPX as well right now. Stop loss 69.78. I'm going to switch my book map to ES now for you guys. There's a little wall here at 69.90. Nvidia's pushing down, new low of day. NASDAQ crossed its pre-market low there. There's the big drop. Wow, holy shit. Huge spike on those contracts. I'm going to scale out right away there on that big jump. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's a huge fucking jump on that. Holy shit. Did you see that? What the fuck? That's insane. That's sick. Okay, I'm going to tighten up the stop loss here. 69.65 is going to be the stop loss now. Really tight on that. Holy shit. I went from down 500 to up like 1,300 in 2 seconds. What a fucking drop. That's insane. These contracts are going up huge. All right, stop loss moving down again because it just pushed 2 more points down. 69.63 is now going to be my new stop loss here. That's a push, man. Holy shit. Let's go. I hope you guys caught that with me. That is sick. P&L is combined for the SPX and the Tesla trade, by the way. Just heads up. We're still pushing down. Wow. This is insane. Stop loss, I'm going to move it down to 69.60 now. I'm going to bring it down quick. We're in the gap fill from 2 days ago. That ends at 69.50. I'm going to move my stop loss down again, 69.55. Wow, what a fucking move. Contracts up almost 100%. Probably, I'm exaggerating a bit, probably 75% right now. We just hit the end of the gap fill there. I'm going to keep, you know what? I'm going to move it just up to 57 here, just at the top of this little gap right here. I'm going to hold this stop loss there, but I'm going to keep holding this. There's room for this to keep dropping. There's a little wall at 75 and 70, but there's definitely room for this to keep moving. That's insane. Let's go. Tesla, I'm still in this Tesla trade, by the way. Don't forget about that. I'm still in this Tesla trade. My stop loss still sitting at 428 till it makes a new low of day here. That's insane. All right. If you guys like what you see, give us a follow on here. Give us a subscribe. Give us a follow on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitter. We're going to keep having plays like this. Trust me when I say last year was a really good year. We're going to keep having plays like this. Meta never got, obviously, to that 710 level. Huge spike on the VIX, by the way, with that last move. We're still moving down here. Contracts are now almost 100%. I'm going to move stop loss down to 55 where I was after the gap there. Make that 53 the way it's moving. I'm going to keep it kind of tight. I want to protect the profits here, but I also want to just let it run if it's going to keep going. Why not? What a freaking move. Still in this Tesla trade, just a reminder on that. Who else caught that? Who else caught that with me? That's just an insane move. I'm still like in a little bit of disbelief at how quick that fucking jumped. It's getting close to my stop loss here. I think it could bounce here. All right, I'm closing there. I'm closed out of the SPX. I'm still in the Tesla. Although Tesla is approaching my stop as well. Could have bounced there. Let's see. The next real point of rejection, 95. I don't know. We'll see. I'm cool where I held my stop loss up, but hell yeah. No, if you made profit on the first two trades, yeah, get out of here. Don't risk your profits. I'm probably gonna close this last Tesla runner here. Yeah, I think the market may have bounced. I'm gonna close that last Tesla runner. There's the final P&L right there. Boom. Not bad. If you caught both of those trades, yeah, be careful. There's not much left in the market. Let's look, because we do still have news here in 10 minutes. We did all that before news even happened. So, yes, below 69.75, below low of day. Upside, if you guys have been watching, I don't really like retrace plays. They're not my favorite, at least intraday retraces. If you're retracing a line from yesterday or last week, I think there's more legitimacy to that. I think if you're retracing something that just happened in the market, it could be a little more volatile. So I'm still going to keep my upside on the 70.30 there. NVIDIA, I mean, we still have 10 minutes till news. If it does get above this high a day, this 193.50, I would take a trade there. Tesla is coming back below. Let me see the levels again on Tesla. Basically 420 and 418. Yeah, what I said earlier. Sorry, I'm just thinking Tesla here. I'd probably take it below low of day. Everything will be, if I take any trades though from here on out, everything will be scaled down. I still will take Tesla high, same with Meta. Yeah, we'll wait. We got 10 minutes till news. Let's see what happens here in 10 minutes when news comes in. If this is your first time on stream or joining us, thank you. Give us a follow on here. Give us a subscribe on YouTube if you want. Give me a follow on X. I generally post updates there. I'll post videos on there. So join the community. More of these trades to come. Yeah, let's see some P&Ls in the chat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tesla's making that move back down. It could come through low of day here. Barely got above our stop loss before I closed it there. SPX also made a really good rejection here at this 69.60 level. Looks like the market is going to move back down here. ES has a little wall at 75 and then a slightly bigger wall than that at 70. I think I would want to see it break the 70 wall for re-entry if I do take that. But I don't think I'm going to take a trade in the next 8 minutes before news, because I don't want to be full position in a trade when the news comes out. I'm opening myself up to too much risk or volatility if that happens. So I likely won't take anything until at least 10 a.m. no matter what. And if I take something, then we'll kind of just figure out what works best based on if anything broke our levels. We'll update them as it goes. All right, big days on the stream here. Only wins. And if I lose, it's pretty fun too. We only got one more trading day this month after today, so. This VIX is still spiking. SPX going for a new low of day here with ES. NASDAQ made a new low of day. Wow. Should have hailed that shit. NVIDIA rejected 192. I don't think we're going to get the move on NVIDIA today. Plus, I don't like the volume dropping off. Volume's dropping off quite a bit on all of the individual tickers. Tesla, Meta, NVIDIA all seeing volume drops. Volume on ES, though, maintaining not bad. It's been above 10K on every candle for the last 5 candles through that whole move. Yeah, we caught the big part of that move. I think this could still push down as it looks right now, but we caught the big part of that move for sure. It bounced kind of right off that low of day for now. It's kind of just ranging here. It looks like it could be a bit of a bear flag, but on the 2-minute especially Tesla here, Tesla really does look good for move down. Man, Tesla does look good, like below this low of day, 424 to carry that through to 420. If Tesla gets a bit more volume to carry through this 424 level, I could see taking that, but once again, not going to take anything before 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern, that is. Always speak in Eastern time frame. Down 1500 plus 5. Yeah, nice. That's great. All right, Tesla's pushing through, getting close to this low of day here. We still have another 3 minutes and 45 seconds until the news comes out. There goes Tesla through that 424, through that low a day. Damn, I really want to take it, but I want to be cautious because of this news. It looks good. We'll see though. The volume's picking up a bit on it too. SPX retested lower. It looks good for another move down. It does look like a bear flag. I am going to watch it below low of day as the news comes out. Same with Tesla. We've got 2.5 minutes for that. Okay, let's just really quick, while we're waiting for that, let's just look at the moves that we caught today. So our entry on Tesla was, because this candle here, it was going to be this candle. Yeah, so our entry on Tesla was right about this 430, 429 retest level. And then basically just caught this move right down there. Was the main part of what we caught through that 425 level. And that was essentially covering the gap here from this wick yesterday, this small little wick here. Hell yeah. SPX, we caught this 69.65 break because that was really where the cliff was yesterday, and below that was right where it opened. It made a big drop down, and then you had the gap. And so we basically caught it. It went right through that drop, even gapped a little bit, and then right through that gap. Easy trade there. Oh, I fucked this up with that one. I always forget to reset this freaking chart. News in 1 minute. Wow. There goes SPX, ES through the low a day there. I don't know which ones to watch now. I'm gonna watch it all. I'm gonna watch SPX first. 69.30 puts. 69.35 puts, excuse me. I want to see it below the 69.65 level when news comes out. Size down, remember, if you are trading again, size down. Don't risk your profits too much from today. We want to add to it, but we don't want to put them all at risk. Here comes the news. Give the prices a second to figure themselves out. We are going to make the move through that 69.65 level. Bounced a little bit. I think I want to see SPX clear through this 69.35 level. Okay, I'm entering. I'm in puts again here on SPX. Stop loss 69.40. Volume's good. We're seeing sellers. And I want to see Tesla through this 422 level. There goes the push on SPX and ES. There goes Tesla through the 422. I filled out half of my SPX on that drop there. Sorry, I was watching Tesla at the same time, so I shut my mouth up. I filled out half my SPX order. I'm gonna fill out the other half here if we can get through the 69.50 level. Tesla bounced. I'm glad I didn't enter that. Let's see if we push through the 69.50 level on SPX now. We have the next part of the gap fill starting here. I'm gonna watch that. That goes from 69.25-ish here, 24 to 69, what is that, 16? It's like an 8-point gap fill. I like that to fill. I like that to fill a lot. I think that'll be the bounce off the bottom of that gap. Nvidia, new low of day here. I'm not interested in trading Nvidia to the low side today, but that's a big move. Just wanted to call that out. Tesla broke that 422. I really was about to enter. It bounced for now. I'm normally, if I hadn't taken any trades today, I might take a, take it on the retest here, but because I'm already up today, I don't want to risk profits on the retest just in case it bounces, especially because I'm already in another put trade on SPX here. Here we go. Here's the push through 69.50. There we go. Let's see if we get through this gap. I'm going to really tighten up the stop loss here. Let's see if we push below the 69.20 on SPX. There goes another big one. Here we go through the 69.20. I'm going to close out of this SPX trade just in case it bounces here. That's another great trade in the books. Hell yeah. Okay. We traded the news there very nicely. This is going to probably go and fill the rest of this gap. Insane. I'm going to just give this a few more minutes in the market, but probably going to hop off here in a sec. I don't think I'm going to take anything else for the day. We are seeing Tesla volumes maintaining. ES volume is, let's look at the 5-minute trend on ES volume. It's not bad. Still holding for now. Wow, that was a good closeout on that trade as of now. If it makes a new low, maybe not, but pull-out game was good on that one. If this is your first time joining the stream, we just went 3 for 3 today. Give us a follow. Give me a subscribe. I'm also on YouTube. Catch me on my X here as well. I'll update when the streams are going on there, so give me a follow over there. Yeah, okay, we look like we're going to bounce, especially if we get above this 69.60 level on ES. I guess it could retest the 69.65 level. Wow, I can't wait to take a snip of that initial jump on that first SPX trade. That was insane. Yeah, there's not another trade I'm going to take right now, especially getting later into today with PMI. I'm going to go ahead. We're about to end the stream here. Tomorrow, Friday, we got PPI, pre-market. We got PMI, 9:45 a.m. Eastern, start of the market. I'll be on 9:15, 9:20 or so Eastern tomorrow, and we'll do it again. We got Apple earnings tonight, so Apple's going to be a good one to watch tomorrow. So we're going to have some fun with it. Hopefully you guys caught some of those trades with us today. They were fantastic. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully make some more good trades for you.